What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is basically an update slash review rambling vlog thing. Basically, it's a show where the topics are made up and the opinions don't matter. That's right, just like your Xbox gamer score. If you are new here and this is your first time listening, then allow me to be the first to welcome you. And of course, I wouldn't be doing my YouTuber job if I didn't ask that you kindly like and subscribe. So, wow, where to begin? It's been a good amount of time, I think, since the last video. And no, I haven't disappeared off the face of the planet. There's just been a lot of things that have gone on with the channel, but mostly there's just been a lot of anime watching. Obviously, I haven't been doing the anime reviews, opting for instead to go for more interesting topics related to anime. And I've got to admit that I think it's probably going better in that direction. I didn't expect the Neon Genesis Evangelion video about the G-Kids Ultimate Collection to be so viewed. And I think since my comeback from the FTC fiasco, it's gotten the most views on the channel. Of course, it's also come with its share of dislikes, which kind of boggles my mind. I figure, aside from people just getting pissed off that I was daring to talk about Ava, which I highly doubt, I think the dislikes came due to the fact that just a few days after the video was posted, the G-Kids site announced 2 additional versions of the anime that they were going to be selling, and that may or may not have completely obliterated the point of my video, which was aptly titled Neon Genesis Evangelion Blu-ray is over. Now, at the start of the season, I was doing the whole reaction thing, and, you know, let's be honest, if it was still working for me, then I'd be doing that. I really like doing the reactions. I just can't deal with all the copyright claims that come with it. All the endless edits, trying to keep from getting the videos blocked worldwide. I mean, it was not only exhausting, but it was frustrating, and when you add exhaustive and something frustrating together, you really will just drag the whole process down. And then there was the revival of the reviews. Oh my God. It was like an act of sheer desperation on my part. I mean, honestly, I was grasping at straws. I'm right at the start of the summer season of anime, and I need to try to supplement all those reactions that aren't happening. And of course, the reviews just absolutely failed. And hard. Not even the amazing Dragon Maid series could bring the views. And you know, it only takes a small thing to get really behind on something. You take a day off, and the next thing you know, you've gone 3 or 4 days, and you still haven't done anything or watched any anime. And before I knew it, I was something like a month behind on all the anime. I'm not even joking. I kept saying, I'm going to catch up. I've got so much to watch. And then it was like a week or so ago, I finally just sat down and did it. So this is where I would include some canned applause if I could, but I don't think I have that sound effect. I do have the Jacksepticeye slap hit effect that I could use. But anyway, so I got motivated to watch a crap ton of anime, and I must have crammed like 3 or 4 whole seasons, maybe even more than that. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head. Not to mention, I caught up on all the shows that I was behind on. I think somewhere last week, I was still behind on almost the last half of most of the shows that I had started. So that time I got reincarnated as a slime, Season 2, Part 2, Ms. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Ez. I finished those off. I watched all of Girlfriend, and Drugstore in Another World, or whatever it's called. And you know, I just kept the viewing train rolling. Just a few days ago, I crammed all of How Not to Summon a Demon Lord Omega. Of course, I had to watch the slightly less censored double summon version, which on a scale of 1 to fully uncensored, it barely passes the culture test. I was promised possible and or nips, and I got a slightly less Steam version instead. I also managed to cram Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon Season 3, which has been on the back burner now for years and years and years. figuratively. And while I'm still a huge fan of the franchise, I really do find myself suffering from the tropes. One day, I hope we can get an anime that is like anime light, or like a diet anime that's got all of the same great taste and flavor as a regular anime, but with half of the tropes. All this anime watching has really gotten me excited for the next season. I did a little bit of a thing where I looked over the upcoming titles during one of my last live streams on Twitch, and I debated on making one of those, hey, what anime am I going to watch videos? But, you know, I always inevitably end up putting a lot of anime on the list and then either gravitating toward completely different titles or forgetting and coming back near the end of the season and binging what I overlooked. If that sounds familiar, then yeah, you're not experiencing deja vu here. I don't know. I really am sort of starving for content on the channel at this point, so it wouldn't take much for me to decide to slap something together on which shows I would like to watch. But to concrete say, these are the shows I'm going to watch, and this is it, is kind of foolhardy at this point. It really comes down to what mood I'm in, how I'm feeling, and what shows. It's sort of like pachinko, I guess. The things just have to fall in a certain way, and I have to be there to catch it. As for the new season, I think I may need to go over the list a few more times. It seems to me that there are an awful lot of vampire shows, which it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. I think we all could do with a little less isekai right now, at least for a little bit. But I also feel that the vampire theme is just one of those things that is completely worn out. Maybe not as an anime, but on the whole, it seems like the whole vampire theme genre has been tapped so hard the mine shaft isn't spitting out any more original ideas. And I honestly am a little skeptical when it comes to new, fresh vampire content. So I'm got my fingers crossed that some of it's going to be good, but I have a feeling it's going to be edgy for the sake of being edgy, or just plain stupid. I don't know which. I know I keep saying this a lot to the point where I'm almost a broken record, but this year hasn't been all that great. Compared to the previous two, it's been better, but it was probably way more stressful, and it's just nice to be able to have a small slice of it work out so well. If anything, I could at least say that the summer season was definitely a highlight of the year. If I had to pick one of my favorite shows of summer 2021, I think it's safe to say it is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. It's not to say that I think that there weren't other great shows, but for me, it was just the show that I needed, and it delivered all the best that I feel that anime had to offer. So yeah, I am looking forward to the new season. I've got some ideas on what I want to watch, but if you have some suggestions on some great shows, I'd love to hear about them, so be sure to head to the comment section and let me know which ones I should keep an eye on. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, and of course, if you haven't yet, hit subscribe. I don't know what you're waiting for. If you'd like to support the channel directly, you can head over to my Patreon, where you can make a pledge. You can donate as little as $1. I'll get a coffee, and then I'll get back to work making more videos. Have an amazing day, everybody. Keep being awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.